So here we are at Rendlesham Forest. In 1980, a UFO allegedly landed here on Christmas Day. It was witnessed by military personnel. There's a guy called Charles Holt, I think it was Lieutenant Charles Holt, who actually recorded a lot of the incident, and one of his memo was actually released by the Freedom of Information Act, which is sort of brought it up to the public. Since then, a number of other military personnel and police witnesses have come out and spoke about this. What happened was, apparently a UFO landed, and then they went out and investigated it, and one of the guys has got all his logs and notes from him touching it, the lights on it and so forth, then a big flash of light, took off. 2 days later, somebody went in and said, well, it's back. They went out, investigated it again, and they was following a red light through the woods, blinking. So I mean, that's in a summation. You can do some research yourself and look into it, and there are all the official documents, writings of military personnel talking about this. And it's one of the most popular UFO sites, and it was said by the MUFON director it's the second popular after Roswell, because of the amount of evidence that surrounds it and quality evidence from military and police personnel. So, in summation, that's Rendlesham Forest, and now they've created a UFO trail around Rendlesham Forest. I'm a full believer in UFOs and ufology, and MUFON field investigator.
I'm sceptical.
Coop is on the edge, so between us, we thought we'd give it a review. What do you think happened here, Coop?
I have no idea.
It's unusual they've created this sort of UFO trail around it, because obviously if you're trying to hide it, why would you create the UFO trail? That's one of the questions. But on the other sense of the word, you look at Roswell, you've got the little alien at Roswell now, you've got the whole Roswell thing that sort of surrounds it, and Area 51 and that sort of stuff. So it's almost trying to hide it in plain sight, I think, is probably sort of the best explanation. And one of the funniest things here is, straight away, you've got the out of this world play area. Hello, my name is Zoig from the planet Zoolog. So I think that's kind of what we're for here, a Disney World kind of experience of.
Let's go find the trail.
Let's go find the UFO trail. Is that in case you get attacked by an alien?
You're right, it is.
So this is an area of significance because this is where the lights were first seen. Bearing in mind there is a lighthouse in the distance, but it was something unusual to make them think that's not the lighthouse, that they thought something had crashed or an aircraft had crashed. So they were given the authority to go out, these officials, I think some like Burroughs and Penniston, who went out and actually investigated from this point. So we're going to follow the trail now and carry on and try and follow the route that they took.
Going off course, off the beaten track.
We've seen a little military fence there, so just going to investigate.
I need a machete.
What, in case there's a predator?
No. Ooh, bloody hell, that's picking up. Oh yeah, I can see. There's I could see some like vehicles down there. I don't know if it's just a road.
Well, that is RF Woodbridge, and we are sort of situated in between RF Woodbridge and RF Bentwaters. So if there is anywhere aliens are going to check out, this would be a good spot.
So what we're looking at now is that's where the lights came from, the source of the lights.
Well, that's where they saw the lights from, isn't it? They would have saw the lights from there.
Oh, they.
And then
yeah.
we're going to head down in this direction.
really, you know.
No, I think that's just a fungus. So I think he's gone to higher ground. To I don't know. What are you looking for?
UFOs. Lights, anything.
I don't think they're here anymore.
Yeah, they might be. How do I get down? Some of big as cars this, so big as run through there.
I'd probably say the Forestry Commission.
Oh.
Okay, somewhere under where we're standing is a bunker, large concrete bunker where they used to have weapons storage. I mean, this isn't conspiracy theory, this is fact. This is on records that under the RAF base there was a large concrete underground bunker. Now what is speculation and almost conspiracy theory, well I hate that word, is the fact that in 1980 it was the height of the Cold War. So in these bunkers at that time there was large nuclear weapons storage and warheads. I say it's speculation. I mean, there are reports and evidence and things that have come out that highly suggest that is the case. And being located so close to London in between the two RAF bases, it kind of makes sense as well. So, as I say, if there are nuclear weapons under here, think back to Roswell. That's where they're creating the H-bomb, and the aliens came down, apparently, and crash landed around there. And there's a lot of alien sightings that always tend to happen around nuclear areas, whether it's nuclear power plants, nuclear testing, the creation of the H-bomb, and so on. So here we are, standing on what was potentially an area of nuclear warheads, and there's UFO sighting and landing. And the one interesting thing as well is the 2 days later after the first sighting, when the military police saw the red light, which apparently looked like a red blinking light going through the forest, it was actually recording. You can hear them, they've got a voice recording talking at the time as they're witnessing it, so that's worth checking out. But what they say is that the light stopped and it was shooting beams down into the ground, almost like laser beams, and it'd go along and it'd shoot these beams down into the ground, almost like it was looking underground for something, or doing sensors underground. So it all kind of adds up.
Footprint. Hold on. What's it? I reckon that's the entrance to the nuclear bunker, you know. It's got to be, innit?
It's a bit odd. Severn Trent water.
Oh.
I don't know, it could be in disguise.
Nearly. In an emergency though, why would they say that? If it's just water.
I suppose.
It's a bit odd, isn't it? No unauthorised entry into our water. More alien signs.
What?
What's that?
That is the that is a UFO.
Oh.
But it's just the model.
Oh god. I actually thought for a minute. That's good, isn't it?
So,
You're entering a clearing. The UFO sculpture is here for all to enjoy. Oh no, I don't like it.
it's not real.
No, I know, but
it's not the actual one.
no, I know, but this must be where they.
Okay, we've found the UFO as a part of the trail now. Now, we've read the signs. It doesn't actually say this is where it was spotted, so I'm not sure where the actual location was. Being in the woods, obviously, it could be anywhere, but there's a good chance, I suppose. And this also is triangular shaped. I mean, the original UFO, the guy who reported, the military personnel, actually all these notes are written down, and he walked up to it and he said it was like smooth metallic, felt like glass to touch. There's lights as part of the fabric, and it was triangular in shape. Each length was about 10 metres by 10 metres in a triangular shape. So I think this actually looks nothing like what he described, but it's nice. You know, it's something there to highlight UFOs in the area and bring a few tourists in, I suppose. But yeah, so this is where apparently it landed. This is where it all conglomerated on that first night in December, 25th of December, Christmas Day, 1980. The military personnel got to this point. They walked up, looked around it. There's notes writing down. Apparently his handwriting starts to get a bit dodgy as it goes on through his notes. And they actually walked up, touched it. There's a massive flash of light. They said it shot up and then shot off. And, I mean, as an RAF personnel, he said it was faster than any vehicle he's ever seen, and just literally disappeared in seconds. That's when they went back and reported what they'd seen. 2 days later, there was investigations again. Some military personnel came out into the woods and they saw a red light going through the woods. Not sure where that is, if that's going to be highlighted on the trail. We'll have to see there. But I mean, after that as well, they were interviewed, and from this location, just over there, there's a lighthouse in the distance, and lights do come from the lighthouse. I mean, shortly after in his notes, he said we saw another light. We thought it might be that, but no, we realised it was the lighthouse. So, I mean, there is the argument of people saying, no, it was just a lighthouse, but it was clear they had a distinction between what these looked like and the lighthouse. And afterwards, when they were interviewed a few weeks later, they were taken in by some different military that they didn't know, and apparently in these interviews they were just trying to put into the mouths that it was a lighthouse, and the interview wouldn't cease until they come to the conclusion of them admitting it was the lighthouse. So it was almost like being forced not to believe, and yeah, this came about later. Here's the UFO. Right, so we've just done the UFO trail and completed it.
Knackered.
Are you convinced now, or?
I'd have been convinced if I'd have seen an alien, but you proved me wrong on every point, so.
So yeah, we've done the trail. I mean, it was a nice little walk round, 3-mile walk round. Wasn't that amazing, enthralling? I mean, it's nice to be on like a pilgrimage here to where Rendlesham happened, and you know, it's nice that they've actually put a trail there and actually made something of it, which a lot of people in ufology moan when people try and make money out of these kind of things, but you know, at the end of the day, it does get the word out there as well, and better the cause. But wasn't that exciting? There's no gift shops or anything like that where you can
I really wanted an ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite quiet really. There's not much going on. I mean, the only thing is you can see that sort of shed over there. That's the only real sort of point where you can pick up a map, and that's closed at the moment anyway, so there's no one in there. So yeah, it's a nice little trek around. We enjoyed it. It's good to be on a little trip to where it all happened back in 1980, all those years ago. But Cooper's not convinced.